playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah.
The Rockets are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. The Nuggets with their last game here in Denver before heading back out on the road. Presently in last place in the West, this is a team searching for answers.
And they've battled these guys to one win and one loss. It's been really an intriguing matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing how the third chapter plays out.
Likewise, I mean, they've got no choice but to go for broke here, let it all hang out, both of these teams. I mean, they know each other really well over the first two meetings, and it's led to a bit of animosity between them. At least that's how I'm reading it, so it should be one heck of a ball game here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Houston. Down low, it's Jones and Howard together. Harden out there with Freak, and it's Decker in at the 3 slot. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Gallinari. Mudiay dishes to Gallinari. Good! Gallinari! A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Malone. A lot of his strategy is focused on Dwight Howard, and rightly so. He said, we know Dwight can do it all, and it is going to take a 5-man effort to slow him down. He can finish, block shots, rebound. The guy is almost 7 feet of pure muscle, and there is just no way to handle him one-on-one. If there is a way, the NBA hasn't discovered it yet.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Mudiay. 14 points from him the last game against Portland. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. But, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh, my goodness.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this stuff.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Houston shooting their first free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Here's Mudiay. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. He dishes it to Gallinari. .14 feet away. It's rebounded by Houston. Last time they met in Houston.
And really, they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game. I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
Now here's Freak. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. And pushing it up, here's Denver. 8 feet away. The shot misses. Harden with the defensive effort. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Freak. Hits the three-point bomb.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Now here's Mudiay. Gallinari in the corner. And another miss by Denver.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Freak kicks to Jones. Decker passes to Freak. From the wing. And it's Houston with another.
He's yours. He's yours.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got his second basket of the night.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Freak dishes to Howard. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Harden's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Your Nuggets dancers!
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach wants him to go from one of the key guys to the key guy. And from the way he responded in the huddle, I think he's up to the challenge. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Freak. He's got 6. The pass to Bazemore. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Houston.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Now Roten. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
And here's Freak after Gary Harris made that last 3-pointer. Here's Freak. Feeds it to Jones to the right side. Here's Freak. Laverne grabs the miss. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Portland.
They played well enough to win that game. It really could have gone either way.
Yeah, you got to play the entire.
So both teams making some changes here. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. We've got Yusuf Nurkic, Moutier out there with Will Barton. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Arthur in at the 4 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And the basket by Harden.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And here's Moutier. Pass to Arthur. Shoots the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Harden. Can't get it to go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And stolen by Freak. Here's Howard. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And he can't hit the second. Here's Barton. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Freak kicks to Harden. To the paint. Here's Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Gallinari passes to Arthur. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And there's the 3-second violation. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Freak with it. He's got 8. Screen by Howard. And it's Freak missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Your Nuggets dancers.
Now, this is the time of year you want to get on a roll. That's what this crew has done. They're the hottest shooting two guards in the NBA since the All-Star break. Sergeant third.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, and it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And not only can they light it up from the perimeter, Greg, but they get their buckets getting to the rim as well. I mean, aggressive moves to the basket are always going to help your shooting percentage. You got to get some easy ones to shoot a high percentage.
6 on the shot clock. Freak dishes to Capella. Decker kicks to Freak. Expanding his range. Another miss by Houston.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs was not his usual self. He ended with 7 points, and he also was creating for others by getting the ball in a position to score it. He had just a really rough shooting night, and the rim seemed to have a lid on it for him. We'll see if the lid's been lifted here, guys.
Great job, Doris. As always, thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the losses.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Roten's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Beverly's checked in. Now here's Freak. 10 points for him. Right side Jones. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. And the Rockets lead by 10.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And Jones sends it back. 104 left to play here in the half. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Again, the Rockets score.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Nurkic can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now, Freak. He's got 12. And it's off from three-point range. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
All alone, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Passes it to Bazemore. Jones sets the pick for Freak. To the paint, tipped away. From deep three-point range, and that's not going to go. And so that brings the first half to a close. Rockets ahead. They lead by 12. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment.